Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So tonight we're basically talking only about three games here. First off, obviously the Bulls versus Emperor, and the second one, Connacht against Racing 92, and then we're going to be looking at Leinster versus Glasgow Warriors. Now, Connacht, obviously, Storm is facing them on Saturday, the 19th of April. And yeah, Edinburgh is basically, I think, is facing the Sharks on Friday. And then, yeah, Leinster versus Glasgow Warriors. Basically, just as a preview to what's to come within the URC going forward. The two Titans meeting head to head for first time in a while, and the result is surprising, quite surprising. But without any further ado, the doctor is in, and let's get cracking. Right, so Edinburgh versus the Bulls, and you know, it almost seemed like the Bulls was their own worst enemy in this game. Really poor performance. Not going to sugarcoat it. I believe the Bulls could have done a lot better. 34-28 loss to Edinburgh, mostly due to really bad discipline. Right from the start, they got like really. I don't know how to actually put it. They were plagued by bad discipline. I mean, Zach Berger goes off with a yellow card for knocking the ball down as the player tries to offload, from a prone position. Now, when you get tackled, you have one move that you can make as a player. You can either stretch for the try line and place the ball to score, or you can place the ball back to your team for retrieval by your scrum half. Now, some of these players basically try to use that move to offload to, you say, the scrum half or whomever is in support before the ruck technically gets formed. Zach Berger basically went down. He went down for the bind on the ruck, and then as soon as he saw the player basically, trying to toss the ball back for an offload, he slaps it and slaps it down, and it earns him a yellow card. That kind of puts the Bulls on a back foot right at the beginning of the game. Now, further down the line, you saw Kirsten basically do the same move, the exact same move that Sam Cane was given a red card for on the World Cup final. Upright in a tackle, there was head contact with the Edinburgh player, and he gets a yellow card, for which I think he was extremely lucky. Because, and that's the thing about referee consistency. There is no consistencies between referees, either in club games or international games. We see that all through the ages. Errors that was given yellow cards, or just penalties before suddenly get red cards. Penalties that earned red cards before suddenly gets just, a normal penalty given. But the funny thing is that Kirsten goes off for 10 minutes, a yellow card in the sin bin, comes back on, and immediately almost does the exact same thing. Doesn't dip into the tackle, completely upright. There's head contact. Luckily for him, again, I think there must have been an angel on his shoulder or something. I don't know. But the referee decides, it's low degree of danger. So, and obviously, I think there was, I think Sergio Peterson was also involved in the tackle. So that was mitigation, and therefore it was just a penalty, not a yellow card or red card given. And he was damn lucky, because if it was me, I would have given that red card. Performing the exact same penalty or infraction, foul play, essentially, just like a minute or two after he's come back off, being given a yellow card for the exact same infraction. It almost speaks like he's ignoring the rules completely, and it was just really, not the kind of performance that you want to see from your squad. Edinburgh obviously dominated almost the entire game with pressure, with field advantage, with ball possession through the entire game. Really, the dog scraps was given to the Bulls in a sense of ball possession, and whenever they get ball possession, they kind of make an effort to either kick it away or they lose it in contact. It's not really the ball handling skills. What have gone wrong? I don't know. But I really wish they would work on it. It pains me to always have to point out these kind of these kind of mistakes made with regular monotony in games, and it's not just the Bulls. The Storm is very much guilty of that. So also the Lions that we've seen now in recent games, doing the same things. Either losing the ball in contact. They make for an absolute brilliant attack movement, and then lose the ball in contact, either kick the ball possession away, or something goes wrong. Knock on, fumble the ball, pass the ball forward, which we also saw quite a lot in the games in this last weekend. I think Connacht was punished quite a few times for passing the ball forward. So also Leinster. But I'll talk about those games in just a minute. Like I said, Kirsten committing the same infraction twice in literally a space of, say, 15 minutes. Wow. It was dumbfounded. Although Bulls dominated a position in the last 10 minutes of about 86%, they couldn't really do much with it. Creel scoring his second try, that was a feather in his cap. Absolutely. McCann's yellow card, I feel, did have something to do with it. I think there was side entry. Yes, they were going in for a try through a rolling maul, and Akker was poised to basically put this ball down. As the maul collapsed, he goes in, he tries to hold, to score the ball, the ball on the line, but the referee basically concluded that it was held up. He was contacted though by the TMO, and then go for a second review. Found that McCann entered from the side, and then basically held the ball up. He entered on Akker van der Merwe directly. And that earned him a yellow card, plus a penalty try, which was very lucky for the Bulls. Which is fair. I mean, he would have been able to score that try if McCann didn't willfully play that foul play. The Bulls fought hard, I feel. They threw everything into it, but it was their bad discipline, their skills that completely abandoned them in this game. And then also being down one man twice in the game, that really didn't do them any favors. Something for them to look at, going back to the drawing board, discussing some tactics in the cloakroom there. I think Jake White need to really hone in a bit more. And I know it doesn't happen often. The Bulls isn't known for making these kind of mistakes. But they really need to focus in on their discipline. Don't do that again, and also focus more on their ball handling skills. Losing too many balls lost in contact and knock-ons also didn't do them too many favors. The kicks was brilliant, and David Skriel's performance was absolutely fantastic. So also Sergio Peterson. So yeah, guys, just Kirsten, you need to look at those that discipline, mates. Yo, that was a bit of a doozy for me. But yeah, leave me your thoughts in the comments field below. Let me know what you guys thought of that. And yeah, how can the Bulls, increase their performance? How can they, improve their performance? Sorry, the word kind of eluded me for a second. But yeah, let me know in the comments field below. Okay, so now we come to the Connacht Racing 92 game, and yeah, both teams started off very strong. Especially Connacht, they really started, they kind of sized each other up, the two teams, within the first, say, 10 minutes or so, and then Connacht kind of just opened the floodgates. Scoring their first try, that was first kind of declared held up by the referee, but through a second review, with the TMO, they decided, okay, no, it's actually a legal try. He did ground the ball. And then Naituvi basically followed that up for Racing 92 with a try of his own with a brilliant little ground kick. Then after that, again, Connacht scoring again. They're going for a third try. And that's just where disaster struck for Racing 92. As Naituvi came in for a tackle, desperate tackle to kind of stop the try. And he hit the attacking player upright in a full force tackle as he was completely on speed, and there was head contact, unfortunately. So yeah, had Naituvi just kind of dipped into the tackle, say by 2 inches, it would have been a legal tackle. And so yeah, the review came in from the referee, quite rightly so, issued a red card. As there was no mitigation, he was upright in the tackle. There was full force as he came in, on speed, and then hitting the attacking player directly on the head. I can't remember the name of the attacking player right now. Do forgive me, but yeah. So the review came back. It was red card out. It wasn't even yellow card with the review. So yeah, unfortunately for Naituvi, but now I would like to kind of just halt here for a second, because I do feel that the ref was a bit unnecessary in the second part of the call, as he went back to the TMO and then basically concluded that the attacking player was close enough to the try line to be able to score a try had the tackle not happened. But now how can you say the tackle would not have happened? Because it did happen. And if Naituvi had ducked into the tackle, had dipped into the tackle, it would have been a completely legal tackle. He still would have had him into touch. The try would never have happened. So the penalty try awarded, and in this instance, I do not agree with. I don't know about you guys, you might disagree with me. By all means, please, you can tell me in the comments field below, and we can have a discussion about it if you want. But, it's to me that, because there was no rational or, logical way I could see that he would have, that the try would have been guaranteed. Naituvi could have just dipped into the tackle, lowered his head a bit, and he would have gotten the player still into the touch line, and it would have been a line out for Racing 92. But Racing 92 didn't kind of stop there. Like we've seen numerous times with the Bulls and even the Sharks, and numerous other teams that were one man down for the entire game. They fought back hard and they really made an impact for an amazing upset, still winning the game even though they're being one man down for the entirety of the game, almost right from I think the 12th minute. They just solid defense, strong attacks, switching between backline tactics with forward pick and drives, really strong forward pick and drives. I mean, there was quite a few, times when their forwards basically beaten, say, 2-3 defenders at a time, especially making a drive for the try line. They just managed to claw their way back for a 43-40 victory. Only a 3-point difference, so the bonus point still goes to Connacht. They both scored, I think, about 4 tries each, 4-5 tries each. So definitely Connacht getting the bonus point there for them, and it was just a true battle. I mean, this match must have been like the international rugby's or club rugby's international Thermopylae, where you have 14 Racing 92 players against a full squad of 15 really skilled players, really good players, and they still came on top. They managed to absolutely dominate the game, put the pressure on the Connacht players, especially in the second half, and then they just managed to push through for the victory there. So well done to Racing 92 for still getting the victory against all odds. Definitely. But leave me your comments in the comments field. What do you guys think of it? Do you agree again with the ref's decision there with my 2V? And let's have a discussion about that. Okay, so lastly, Leinster versus Glasgow, and wow. URC Titans versus the defending champions, and I think Leinster, I don't know if they did this deliberately, but they completely punished Glasgow for the Lions' humiliation of the week before. A whitewash, that I don't think we would see very quickly in the future. Leinster just completely dominated from the word go. There was just no answer from Glasgow's side, not for the want of trying. I mean, Glasgow did make a lot of valiant attempts to kind of get a breakthrough on the scoreboard, but to end up 54-0, wow, I think it was about 6 tries for Leinster. It was a walkover. Now I have to give it to Glasgow Warriors. They didn't just go lay flat down and say, okay, well, we're losing here. Second half, we were like 40-0 down. We're not going to make this, so let's just go through the motions and just no. They played for the full 80 minutes. So kudos to Glasgow there. Well done. Although, it's literally the kind of humiliation that you don't want to see for your team. So it's almost like, returning the favour for the bloody nose that the Lions received at the hands of the Glasgow Warriors just a week before. Geordie Barrett denied his first try due to a knock-on in the tackle. I mean, through I think Glasgow basically, alerted the ref. Okay, there was a possible knock-on. He went to the TMO. TMO confirmed it, and it was clear. I couldn't fault that call. It was very well done, very well picked up by Glasgow. And then, but soon after that, it was followed by Max Deegan penalty. Max Deegan try there. Hastings getting a yellow card and a penalty try. I think it was kind of an all-round penalty tries this weekend. Like, we have 3 games where penalty tries were issued. So, penalty tries all round. You get a penalty try. You get a penalty try. I'm being Oprah here. But it was a deliberate knockdown by Hastings that earned him the penalty try. And a yellow card, so off he goes for 10 minutes. It's just, and 4 tries by Leinster before the 30-minute mark within the first half. So they're really getting their bonus points, and it's like 10 minutes before half time. So really well played to them. Especially, the 4th try being scored by Tommy O'Brien. Well done there, mate. I think he scored about 2 tries for the Leinster side in that game, so played very well. Total of 5 tries within the first half, 31-0 before they left for the halftime whistle. Geordie Barrett, and this has come out to him as well, so let me just kind of go off on a tangent here. Geordie Barrett is leaving Leinster soon, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be very sad to see him go, because his contribution to this game and to all their games within the URC have been invaluable. He's leaving, of course, going back to the All Blacks, and it's not unexpected. He only signed a 6-month contract with Leinster. But I think they're probably going to try and see if they can extend that contract. If he's going to go for it, I don't know. Maybe they sweeten the deal a bit for him. But yeah, again, Dan Sheehan, Lowe, all of them basically playing an extremely good game for them as well. Another 3 tries basically being secured by Leinster in the second half. Dan Sheehan securing his 6th try for for Leinster within the last 8 games. So well done to him. I think he was named the man of the match, and very well deserved there. And then Max Deegan basically coming in for his 2nd try as well. Brilliant up and over by Glasgow, basically giving him a clear-cut line through to the try line. And then kudos again to Glasgow for finishing this game, playing all out for 80 minutes, where I think some of the best teams in the world would have lost, morale and the will to play on a long time ago. But they stuck it through, playing for 80 minutes, even though they know it is completely lost. They gave it their all. Well done. But yeah, give me your comments your thoughts in the comments field on this game, below. How do you think Glasgow could have, done better? I don't think they played well. They really did play well, but unfortunately the pressure was just too much for them. Leinster just kept the ball possession going, kept the pressure on, kept badgering their defensive lines into complete and utter submission. So yeah, what are your thoughts? How do you think they could improve, if any? Well, that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for joining me on this channel. Let me know, please. Let me know your comments and thoughts below. What's your thoughts on those 3 games that I just covered, and then obviously let me know as well. What what are you thinking of the upcoming games this weekend? Sharks is facing Edinburgh. That's going to be a tough match, if there's ever been one. And then we've got the Lions facing off against Benetton, I believe. That's on Saturday, along with the Bulls, and then the Stormers taking on Connacht. What do you think their chances are? And if so, if you want to, try your lucky predictions, let me know. What do you think the margin will be in each one of those games? It's always interesting to hear what people are saying. It's like, what are the chances for the Stormers? What are the chances for the Connacht players? Also, for Lions against Benetton, Bulls, what is their chances in their game? But let me know in the comments field below, and thank you very much for joining me. As usual, keep yourself safe and your loved ones. And join me again next week when I do some more reviews. Some great games coming up this weekend. Peace out.